Welcome everyone to a jam-packed episode of your favorite show, Your Voice. I'm your host, Juhi Desai. Get comfortable because we're in for a ride as we bring you through the highlights of a one-on-one conversation with singing sensation Jay Sean, a discrimination combating workshop at the Flushing Queens Library with a focus on cyberbullying, a press conference for an upcoming Qawwali concert in Queens, New York, and a chat with Shaukat Fateh, Chancellor of the Avalon University School of Medicine. We all know the name of Jay Sean, the sensational British Indian R&B, hip-hop, and pop artist who's been making waves since his underground days. Let's join Kanika Chadda as she has a one-on-one conversation with the powerhouse talent about his new album and single. Let's take a look.
I'm with the R&B, pop, bhangra, fusion sensation, Jay Sean.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So what brings you to New York to promote your latest album, Worth It All?
Well, New York, for me, actually has kind of been my home for a while. Although last year I moved to LA just for kind of been bi-coastal for a little while. So I got my pad out here in New York and I have my place out in LA as well. So I'm just here, visiting friends and family and doing the finishing touches.
Awesome. Now, how'd you come up with the title, Worth It All?
Well, good question, because as most people might know, especially my diehard fans know, that the album has taken a while. It was meant to be out last year, but unfortunately, and I couldn't talk about it at the time, but I can talk about it now, I was going through a horrible lawsuit at the time with my previous people who I used to do business with.
Oh, no.
And they, unfortunately stopped me from being able to put out any new music or to give any music to my fans or my album, or that's why you didn't hear a song of mine on the radio last year, was because of that.
Yeah, we just thought you disappeared.
But I also, what they couldn't sue me for was if I put the album out for free. So what I did was I gave them The Mistress, which is my mixtape, which I dropped last year, and I gave them, not last year, I can't remember, a couple of months, probably last year, a couple of months ago. So that's 15 R&B songs that they got for free. And what was the great thing about that was the feedback was so enormous from the mixtape that I knew that my fans wanted some of my R&B back. So on this album, Worth It All, as well as the high energy, fun dance records that I can do, I've definitely brought a bulk of that R&B back.
Awesome. That's one of your tracks, I'm All Yours, right? You brought a lot of that R&B flavor to that.
I'm All Yours is really a mixture of sort of R&B melodic writing, but with that, the pop dance production. So the production makes you want to get up and dance and feel good. And it's definitely got that summer, feel good vibe to it. Like when I wrote the song, what I like to do is I like to evoke emotions of energy and up-tempo-ness, but not by always having to talk about the DJ and bottles and popping button. I've done that. I did that already. I did that on Hit the Lights. I did that on Hit the Lights. I did that in 2012. I don't want to do another song like that. Yeah. So what I decided to do was to do, to make it a romantic song, but still be able to. I don't know. It was hot. It was just a beautiful, organic way of writing the song.
Yeah. Now tell us about your evolution from your debut album, Me Against Myself. How has your sound changed? How have you kind of transformed?
Well, music has changed so much since then. Mainstream music always changes. Certain things catch fire, certain things really take off like crazy. As we all know, the last couple of years have been dominant in the dance world. From Ushers to your Chris Browns to your Rihannas, all our R&B artists were doing pop dance records as well. Yeah. Because that's where it's gone. If you decide to turn your back on that, if you're a top 40 artist, if you're a commercial artist, the challenge is to understand where mainstream music is heading in terms of the production. If you can take the production, and by that I mean the music itself, but still be able to put your stamp on it, you're winning. That's what Michael Jackson did. That's what Madonna did. You evolve with the times. You have to understand these are the people who understand how popular music changes. So, that's what I did. So when I first came out, Me Against Myself, there was no particular sound. R&B was kind of working, but my main style of writing has always been more on the R&B side of things. But I wanted to do something different and unique, so hence I used to fuse a lot of the Indian sounds together with my music. Then I realized that what was happening was it was becoming, and I was being tagged in a way that wasn't necessarily true, defining me as an artist. I was becoming that. Oh, you know that Jay Sean, the guy who puts the tumbi on every song, or the guy who puts a tabla on every, and I'm like, that's not.
Yeah, you don't want to be typecast as that.
I want to do songs where maybe it's just me and a piano.
Right.
Oh, where's the tumbi? It doesn't need one. Like, why can't I do I have to? Like, so I was like, you know what? I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not putting myself in that pigeonhole. So I removed myself from that, and I stopped doing all that, and I decided to focus on writing just great songs. And as soon as you focus on just writing great songs and not looking for a hook and not looking for a gimmick, then all of a sudden you get respected for your craft, and that's what I did.
Yeah, absolutely. And who are some of the Desi singers that you grew up listening to and that you hope to collaborate with?
I mean, so with the singers, I just did a song I just did a song right now with Sonu Nigam in India. Now, of course, Sonu to me has one of the most beautiful voices. I mean, I really, really mean it. Like, to me, it's very rare when I hear a singer that gives me chills. Well, it's not very rare. It's actually quite common for me because my favorite artists are those that give me chills. Sonu's voice is just something incredible. And to be able to do a song with him was really cool. I love Adnan Sami's voice. I think he's incredible. I would love to work with him. I'm just a big fan mainly of actually the Bollywood films. I'm a fan of the filmy songs. Not so much more of the classic ones especially as well, But of course I like the modern day stuff, but their voices is just something incredible about them.
So all you Jay Sean fans out there, remember this summer, Jay Sean.
Exactly, I'm all yours. All right, check it out.
So there you go. Be sure to catch Jay Sean's new album and his new single, So It's All Yours. It's now time for our first break, but keep it locked to Your Voice. We've got lots more in store for you. Stay tuned.